Hi everyone. So I had to leave and come back because I heard that the feed was a little bit staticky, and I am reposting this to YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm doing this for you. I want you to have a clear feed. So whoever is coming on, if you can just let me know if you can hear me clearly, if there is any glitches, because that's something that I'm going to need to fix. And I want you guys to get this content like right away. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we're back in the clear then. So I'm going to start from the very, very beginning because I feel like if anybody got some glitchy weirdness, then it needs to be reiterated. So let's start by, sorry for the inconvenience. Amazing, cool. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sometimes the internet does that. Facebook is a little bit weird, but thanks for hanging in there. Okay, so let's talk about day 2 first. I want to talk to you guys about how you're feeling in terms of tapping in affirmations versus tapping out blocks. I really like that shift in perspective, and I was glad to share it with you, and I hope that that was something that resonated and kind of brought some things to light. And I'm wondering if any limiting beliefs showed up that maybe you never fully addressed, or if you have new favorite mantras that you've used to combat them. If you guys do have your favorite mantras, please put them in the comments. I would love to see them. If you're watching the replay, I would love to see your mantras and really just be a part of that, part of your growth. Now, obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day. So whenever these blocks come up, having that tool in your tool belt to be able to conquer those limiting beliefs is going to be amazing. So I just wanted to address that. Day 2, I want to congratulate you guys for being so incredible and sticking with me. This is day 3, where we only have 1 day left after this. So you guys are doing great. This is a great way to start off your year, and I just want to commend you all. So let's jump in. All right, cool. So day 3 is all about finding your gifts. Now, a lot of people have a big kind of, I would call it a limiting belief around the market being too saturated that they're trying to enter into. And market saturation essentially means that you think there are too many people out there that are doing the same thing that you want to do. And that's very discouraging and also very untrue, because you bring your own unique flavor to the table, and that's what people are looking for. So now that you've niched down your ideal client, we're going to figure out what sets you apart from your competitors and then pump that up. And now it's scary because your differences may be the things that you're insecure about. Your vulnerabilities might pop up. This is when you go back to day 2 and you start tapping in those affirmations, because you are the shit, and you've got to remember that. All right, let's see. I'm just paranoid now that the feed's gonna cut out. All right. So, for example, there are 2, okay, so we'll start here. I'm a coach, I'm a business coach. It's what I do for money. And the market is incredibly saturated. There's tons of business coaches out there. However, no 2 are really the same. Like, yeah, you can get some cookie cutter coaches, but a lot of them are glossed over. And the reason why people come to me is because of my witchcraft, because I speak my mind, because I am a certain type of person and I teach a certain type of way, and that vibes with my ideal client. So, for example, so there's surface stuff that sets you apart, and then there's soul stuff that sets you apart. And I'll give my favorite example because she's one of my best friends. She's my previous mentor. She's taught me so much of what I know and given me the freedom to grow and really do my own thing. And she and I couldn't be more different. We both are business coaches, but she is this, she's an Aries. She's like pink, bubbly sorority girl. She's so like sweet and body positive, and her like aura is completely different from what I bring to the table, which is like kind of this like dark witch aesthetic, this very cut cut and dry, no bullshit. And those are like kind of surface level flavors that are different. And then what's underneath that is that she is like she pushes you really hard. She's the type of person that's really gonna get on you and get at you. And some people really need that. My approach is more of finesse, being gentle, coming back to grounding, coming back to earth so you have longevity. And some people really need that. And separating yourself, finding that flavor is really what's going to let your ideal clients come to you. Because once you know who you are, you're able to speak it, and then those people can say, I need that, and then come to you. So that's what this week is all about. This week is all about finding that beautiful, unique flavor and just spreading it all out over the dinner table and letting people come and eat it. Woo! So how we're going to do this is by using your birth chart to uncover how you can service your ideal client. Now, I've never done anything like this before. I'm a very novice astrologer, but I'm going to teach you how to read your planets so that you can kind of understand a little bit better how you do certain things and what you bring to the table. But first, I have a very exciting announcement, and I'm bursting at the seams because this has been cooking for quite some time. But my Boss Mystic Bootcamp is back open for enrollment, and it is the best program that I offer. So, number one, I will not be taking any more one-on-one clients. I've closed my books completely. One-on-one is out the door. But in this new program, the Boss Mystic Bootcamp Reboot, you're getting 2 months with me. You're getting bi-weekly 30-minute one-on-one calls as check-ins. So it's essentially like working with me one-on-one anyways. And you get a structured regimen. And I'm telling you, the results, I'm going to get some girls to come into this group and tell you about how amazing this program is. But I have had girls get offers from HGTV, book out their books completely, close their books for the rest of the years, quit their 9-to-5, consistently get featured in publications. Like, the results are crazy. I mean, I've done all of this work. I got featured in Cosmopolitan recently. And to be honest, I couldn't do it without these strategies. And to be able to sit down and mentor a group of girls all together, girls or boys, whoever wants to sign up, is just so, it makes my heart big. It's my favorite thing that I do. And the early bird is going to end on Monday night. So you guys hear it here first. And I'm just gonna put the link in here. Ella took it and she absolutely loved it. So let me put the link so you guys can check it out. Because if you liked this challenge and you continue to see growth and results with this challenge, this is this challenge times 10. So I'm just gonna put that link right in there so you guys can access it, especially those watching in real time. There it goes. Great. Perfect. All right, so that's my little spiel. I'm done. And sorry, I'm not done. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can email Sean@witchywisdoms.com. I'm so happy to talk to you, get on the phone, whatever you need. This is a great program, and if you need more than the sales page, then just reach out. So let's get to our assignment. All right. I want to teach you guys how to read your birth chart for success. And specifically, the planets that we're focusing on are your Mercury, your Mars, and your Venus. So your Mercury is essentially, if you're not very strong on astrology yet, your Mercury is how you communicate. Your Mars is how you treat conflict, and your Venus is how you treat money. So again, I'm not an astrologer by any means, but my understanding of my placements has really helped me to communicate my needs, show my truths, and in turn, gain clients that resonate with that. So if you don't know your birth chart, and it's okay if you don't, it's okay if this is fully brand new to you, I suggest going on cafeastrology.com, and I will put that in here as well. So cafeastrology.com, and you put in all of your birth information, and then your little chart will pop up. And you're gonna look at your Mercury, your Venus, and your Mars placements. So my Mercury is Libra. And that means that I weigh both options, I see both sides, I communicate tentatively, and that's what makes me my type of coach. So I'm not ever going to tell you this is how you do it and this is why you do it and that's it. Instead, I'm going to look at your perspective and try to fit it so everything is balanced. My Mars is also in Libra. So the way that I deal with conflict, let's say that we're having, there's a problem to tackle within coaching. I look at that with balance, with both perspectives, trying to get the most just option out of the conflict. And then my Venus is in Sagittarius. Now, this is where I come up with content constantly. My Venus in Sagittarius is like freedom, expansion, shoot high, shoot big. And that's why when I come into business, I always have this extremely expansive, mountainous view of the way things should operate. So, that being said, I want you guys to get your birth chart, look at your placements, and then Google what that means. I want you to do this on your own homework. Do your own little excavation. Find out how you communicate, how you resolve conflict, what money means to you, and then see if you can kind of relate that to who your ideal client is. Take your archetype and say, hey, if they came to me with this problem, what is my special flavor that I would use to fix it? Or to coach them through it, or to provide a product or service for it. And I think it might be a very enlightening exercise. So I will leave you with that. If you guys have any questions about the boot camp, about the assignment, because I know it is a little heavy, especially for those that have never forayed into astrology. Some of us already know our placements, but I think that if you do, making that connection between your archetype is going to be even more helpful to get deeper. So let's see if you guys have any questions. If not, I will leave you with that. And thank you so much for being here for day 3. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 4, our final day of the challenge. All right. Yeah, looks like we're good. All right. Anyone watching the replay, feel free to type in as many questions as you want. I'll be seeing you tomorrow.